Hey, I am back. Ray. In this video, I'm going to get into a couple of awesome runic energies that will assist you in awakening deeper, intuitively, spiritually, and also ways you can utilize a particular runic energy to build your spiritual backbone. But in this first rune here, we're going to deal with Perthro. We're going to get right into it. So for those of you unfamiliar with the runic energies, this rune energy here is Perthro, and it's a rune of magic, rune of mystery, rune of occult knowledge, or that which is hidden, and it can be used to unleash your magical powers. It's also utilized for connecting with magical forces, gaining occult knowledge and magical skills, also by manipulating reality by causing the desired effect. And also can use to unleash your feminine energy. Of course, you don't have to be a female to unleash your feminine energy. We both have polarities within ourselves. So excellent energy here that can be used to discover secrets about yourself, about other rooms, about whatever blockages you may have. For example, if you feel yourself being blocked in a certain area in your life, you can utilize Perthro to figure out where that blockage is coming from. I remember utilizing this energy a while ago, and I felt myself being blocked creatively. And this runic energy of Perthro took me back to my childhood, to when I used to love to draw and paint as a youngster. So every time I got into a routine of painting, a drawing, a coloring, my biological father would always interrupt me and have me doing yard work or whatever the case was, and I was always stifled as a young age in my creative endeavors. So that block as a child, it carried on into adulthood. So Perthro took me back to that period where I was always being distracted, always being blocked from creating. So that block on a subconscious level, it carried on into adulthood, and I had to work on overcoming those creative blocks. So that is one way you can utilize the Perthro energy to uncover what is hidden within yourself. Also, runic energies. If you want to know how to work deeper magic with another runic energy, say Feihu, rune of wealth, prosperity, new beginnings, and love and romance, and all different stuff. You can connect with Perthro and ask, how can I work with Feihu more effectively? And so all you have to do is basically meditate upon the Perthro runic energy and ask like what it is that you desire. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to learn about another rune or whatever, you can put that name of that rune to Perthro and simply meditate on the image, chanting the name of Perthro, and visualizing the rune that you want to know more about, or about yourself, or about someone. So a lot of different ways you can work with the Perthro runic energy. Also a rune of, luck, increasing your intuition. You know what I'm saying? So awesome energy. These spears are emanations I receive from the sun. I meditate through a lot of solar magic, so these emanations often come to me via visions, and I just simply add them into the image to create more of a magical and energetic dynamic to help enhance the meditation. So very powerful, potent energy here. Again, you can utilize it for, mystery, occult knowledge. Can be used to unleash your magical powers, connecting with magical forces, gaining more occult knowledge and magical skills, manipulating your reality by causing the desired effect. So Perthro can also be utilized to speed up certain events. You know what I'm saying? Much like the Yara cosmic lunar energy. So awesome energy here to work with just on meditating on the intent alone, the mystery, the occult knowledge. Just simply ask for this energy to awaken within you, your own magical powers. And the more you work with it, the more you're going to feel your magical powers come online, whatever that may be for yourself. We all have certain natural gifts and abilities. This is a runic energy that will help you enhance those abilities. You know what I'm saying? Very simple. Meditate on the image. Call upon the Perthro energy. Allow it to comb your aura. See the energy or image as clearly as you can in your mind's eye. And even meditate on the qualities. I'll put the qualities down below the video. So you can basically put those intentions to this cosmic winning energy, or you can discover things about yourself or someone. Or other runing energies, the rune of mystery, activate, unleashing that feminine energy, manipulating reality. So if you don't like um, things are not going that well for yourself, and you feel like a lot of good is on its way, but it's trickling on, you can work your magic to speed up the process. You got to do something, you know what I'm saying? And this is one way of speeding up the process and enhancing your luck, creating favorable situations for yourself. Perthro, runic energy. Just chant the name Perthro and speak that intent while you're visualizing the energy, and do it obviously right before you go to sleep at night. And I assure you, you're gonna have some awesome dreams and some awesome clarity on some things. Reach out to me, let me know how this energy impacted you, especially to do it right before you go to sleep. This next energy here, one of my favorite runic energies here, is Eihwaz. Eihwaz is the rune of manifesting transformation, the rune of letting go of the old, opening up new pathways for yourself so it can be utilized for protection, manifesting transformation, boosting your spiritual endurance. So what do we mean by boosting spiritual endurance? A lot of times when you get on the spiritual path, things begin to get a little challenging for you in all areas, relationships, finances, and it seems like the whole cosmos is against you, and you may feel like, giving up at times. But Eihwaz is a runic energy here that you can meditate upon to strengthen that spiritual backbone, to strengthen that spiritual endurance, to keep you strong on the path. So we all have certain lessons, karmic lessons that we're learning here. So when they hit us, it gets really challenging in all phases, finances, love and romance, career, and you get challenged. So this is an energy here that helps to protect you from those negative forces. Not that the forces are negative, but they're challenging you to evolve. So when you're going through your evolution via your challenges, this is an awesome energy here that helps in strengthening that spiritual backbone and giving you more spiritual endurance. It also helps in strengthening communication with the spiritual world. Also, overcoming the fear of death, which is a natural occurrence unless you're here for immortality. But this is also connected with the yew tree, which is also a symbol of immortality. So when you're traveling through, the spirit world, you can often visualize Eihwaz as a symbol of protection also. So we have the solar spheres here, emanations that come from the sun via my meditation. So visualizing the whole energy here often I used to visualize this symbol combing my spinal column, as it helps to strengthen your spinal column also, and also remove any type of attachments that may exist along your spinal column also. So excellent runic energy, you can visualize combing your spinal column, strengthening that spiritual backbone. Is Eihwaz. Also utilized in banishing unwanted energies or entities from your aura, from your mind, from your emotions also. Strengthening your spiritual backbone, developing spiritual vision and foresight ability. So also an energy used for strengthening that intuition. Very potent energy here. As I did mention in a lot of previous videos I did on the rune energies, runes are also gateways. Like you can meditate on this rune and actually enter the world of the rune itself. It's an actual gateway, an actual portal. So the more you work with these energies and internalize the energies, you can enter the world of that cosmic rune principle. And once you enter into a particular runic energy, you can also visualize Eihwaz accompany you on that trip, on that visit, into that particular realm of that rune energy. So have it, in your mind's eye, have it, combing your aura, have it dancing around you as much as possible as you enter into the rune itself. It's a whole gateway, a whole world. You know what I'm saying? So very, very potent energies of these cosmic principles. So overcoming the fear of death, protection, manifesting transformation via letting go of the old. If your situation is stagnant and you need change in any area, that's going to call for a transformation of consciousness. Your consciousness is a barometer. If your life is not where you desire for it to be, that's a reflection of consciousness. So you have to transform that level of your consciousness in order to start to make improvements in whatever area that you may feel that you are lacking in. And Eihwaz is an excellent energy of consciousness transformation. Also, again, that spiritual endurance, strengthening that spiritual backbone and strengthening your connection with the spiritual world. So I also want to share a couple of books for the newbies on the path. It's a lot of information out there these days. If you're fresh out of organized religion, let's say 3 to 5 years or whatever the case, you're bombarded with a lot of information. And a lot of people are saying just about anything for those clicks and those views. And they may have very misleading information at times. So if you're a newbie on the path, it's hard to discern what you're listening to. Is it good for you? Is it not good for you? Especially dealing with anything spirituality, especially with the herb stuff. So my advice to you, dealing with, herbs and natural stuff for 32 years of my life so far. So when it comes to herbs and health food stuff, you want to start off small. Because there's an old saying that everything ain't for everybody. That also applies to natural foods and herbs. Also, your body may not want a particular herb. Like there's a big sea moss craze, a big turmeric craze, a big black seed craze, or whatever the case may be. Your body may not want that particular food. So start off small. And if your body resonates with that particular food, whether it's maca or cacao or sea moss or turmeric or black seed, or whatever the case may be, if your body resonates with it, then you can buy larger quantities of it. So you don't want to learn the hard way that something is not, that your body doesn't want. For example, a black seed oil, it may work wonders for millions, but your body may not want that. You may have to deal with something different. There's a lot of different stuff that does the same thing for the body, you know what I'm saying? So your body may not want a particular thing. Like for me, black walnut, cloves, wormwood are excellent for removing parasites. But my body doesn't like black walnut. You know what I'm saying? So wormwood and cloves, among others, was excellent for removing any type of intestinal parasites. So the more you practice know thyself, you will know what works for you. Sometimes it's the simplest things that will cleanse and purify the cells of your body versus what may be popular. So, learning your body is critical here. And also, I'm going to share a little scholarship for the news on the path. An excellent book called Taoist Mineral, Plant, and Animal Magic by Jerry Allen Johnson. Excellent book. It gets into the alchemical transformation of minerals, the history of magical and medicinal rocks. It also gets into what stones are toxic, the secret powers of metals, and what stones are good energy rocks and also evil energetic rocks. A lot of these stones have positive entities embedded in them, but some may have wicked entities embedded in them. Some stones actually draw energy, drain your life force energy. So it's important to get your scholarship up when in terms of dealing with stones, crystals, and all that. A lot of people are spouting about this different stone, that different stone, but they're not giving you any scholarship on what stones may be detrimental to your being. A lot of the stones that come from this, like the meteorites or whatever, there are entities that get attached to these stones, and you don't know if they're positive or negative. You just see the masses flocking to a particular crystal, but you don't know if that stone may have a wicked entity connected with it. So you want to get your scholarship up and learn what stones that are really beneficial for you, what stones drain your energy, also drain your ability to create wealth for yourself. There are stones that actually do that. So you want to really get your scholarship up and see what is what in terms of what you're getting yourself into. So a lot of the people that you may listen to, challenge them to give you scholarship on like where did you get this information from, or are you just sharing links? You know what I'm saying? The links may provide okay information, but you want to get additional information. You don't want to be a blind follower. You want to it's time out for the sheep mentality. You don't want to follow everything because it's a large following. You know what I'm saying? It's time to be more smart now. So you want to get your scholarship up and just get additional information so you really know what you're getting yourself into. Because it's not just a crystal. If there's a wicked entity connected to that crystal, it can be very troublesome in terms of getting rid of that influence. You know what I'm saying? And so, if you're new to the path, you want to learn more about the nature of the universe and how to properly, proper mental states, proper emotional states. You want to get a book called Science of Being by Eugene Ferguson. Excellent book on getting into universal currents, proper mental and emotional states. Doesn't matter what type of magic you're practicing, you're going to want to have the proper mental and emotional state. Otherwise, your magic is going to be ineffective. So, awesome book, Science of Being by Eugene Ferguson. Gets into the nature of the cosmos. Also has some very beneficial exercises too that you will benefit from. Very good book, Science of Being. I think it's two different volumes, pretty big book. That book will hold you for a while. Excellent exercise in it. It will help you get you on your journey to awakening, a lot of your magical potential. But you have to do something. You have to put that practice in. The more you practice your spiritual work, the more those layers begin to get peeled back from your consciousness, from your mind. When you reincarnate, a lot of your mental faculties, the spiritual faculties are not online. So you have to do something to awaken these faculties. My motto is evolve on purpose and not by evolving on default. What is default evolution? Default evolution is basically sitting back and waiting on the stars to do something for you, which could be millennia. You know what I'm saying? When you evolve on purpose, you're taking your spirituality and your awakening by the horns, and you are getting the job done. These higher level beings, even in these times of chaos, these higher level beings are looking for those who have awakened themselves. They can't even see you if your light is too dim. So you have to work diligently on awakening that light within yourself via various practices. Breath work, mudra, solar practices, or a combination of all of that helps to awaken the light body, helps to awaken your solar body, helps to elevate your consciousness. These higher level beings can actually see you. You know what I'm saying? They can see you. So they're more apt to help you out if they know that you have been putting in the work in awakening yourself beyond just waiting on Pluto and Aquarius to do something. Last time it was Saturn and Aquarius supposed to be doing something. Now some spaceship is supposed to be coming. They frown on those type of activities when you have no interest in your own personal evolution. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get on the radar of those higher level galactic beings, put that work in. Take your evolution seriously. Or you don't have to. You reincarnate either back here or another 3D world or realm. There's a lot of worlds in the third dimension. So you can reincarnate back here, or you can reincarnate somewhere else, and you can restart your journey. Maybe that time you'll take your evolution more seriously. So if you have any questions, in terms of information, I also have thousands of books under my belt. So if you want any other type of information you want to know about, give me a holler. I'll do a video on it, or I can share a scholarship with you of all the books I've been exposed to. But you want to increase your scholarship. You want to challenge all this information you listen to. Challenge is supposed to give you like, where did you get that information from? I would love to read more about that. Challenge them on that scholarship, see where they get the information from. That way you can really expand your knowledge on the subject instead of being a blind follower. You know, if you're fresh on the path and you haven't really studied that much, most stuff is going to sound good to your ego. You know what I'm saying? Most of it is going to sound good. It may not necessarily be the truth, but it's going to sound good. But the more you do your own research, the more you do your own practices, you'll be able to discern what is good for you and what's not good for you. So studying, strengthening that intuition, connect more so with that 111 megahertz. That's the tone of strengthening your intuition and also clairvoyant abilities. Simply, having that tone playing while you sleep at night or while you're working on these runic energies, especially the one that's connected with strengthening your intuition, that is an awesome combination that will assist you in awakening and strengthening your intuition. I think also the Gyan Mudra, Gyan, the one that connects the index finger to the thumb, that's an excellent a mudra also for strengthening your intuition. Also the water mudra, the one that connects the pinky finger to the thumb. That mudra helps to rehydrate your body, but it also helps to strengthen your intuition. So learn about the runes that strengthen your intuition, the mudras that strengthen your intuition, that 111 megahertz tone, excellent combination of practice that will strengthen that intuition. Intuition will serve you in all areas of your life, from teachers to mates to business ventures. It'll serve you in all areas. You can't have enough intuition. There's no such thing as I'm already intuitive enough. You can be so intuitive that where you can perceive vibrations from various dimensions and some. So work on that intuition of yours. Be savvy about the scholarship. Be savvy about all these link sharers that simply share information without the scholarship part of it. I don't know why I find it disgusting. I don't know. Maybe it's the scholar in me, but be savvy about seeking greater information and increase your studies, increase your practices. If you have any questions, give me a holler. Until next time, peace.